I'm just
That's
here to
why I have
talk
to
to you
say it.
about it. Hello,
Yo!
everyone. Welcome to Characters. Welcome. We are here. We're always here.
Yes,
The
Carly, the
weekly tradition
weekly
of not
tradition.
actually knowing if it will happen until it happens. Yes, we are here and we are happening.
We're live. We're in the rectangles. We're inside your rectangles. We're all up onto your rectangles. How's it going? How's it
We're
going?
live. We're alive. I'm Justin. That's
I'm
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah, we're here. He's all caps because he shouts everything.
I'm Eric. I'm making a statement today that I'm Eric.
Yes.
Justin, haven't I wasn't here last week, so I haven't seen you in a couple weeks since our last show, since our big Friday
Yes.
night clickbait show. Um, have you fully decompressed from the fun of
I'm
that show?
just getting the mustard out of my like the deeper parts of my ear canal. So that's
Yes.
perfect. There.
Oh, beautiful. It really
These,
got you right. It got you in the crow's nest part
what?
of.
It's right where it hurts a lot.
Oh yeah, so
Right where
bad.
the sting. A remarkably clear vision for
Yeah,
having the mustard be behind
you
my
can see
eyeball.
everything, and double luckily that your JD Vance shield, JD Vance protected you in that moment. Your other eye,
Yes,
which is
my
nice.
young JD Vance in a JV dance wig. David McKay has my new call out. Cuck, 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 cuck. That's me.
Oh yeah, logical defect. Can't explain the joy that seeing Booty Call of Duty made it out of the rectangles. Yes, every once in a while one of these pieces busts out of the prison of StreamYard and makes its way onto the big stage, which is nice.
Very fun piece. So that Eric's piece went live 2 days ago. The comments are all about that milky ass.
All about those gams, dude. They always are. It seems like nobody even really cares about the content from the comments. We're not getting a
Yes,
lot of people being like, "This is so relatable."
really
Like,
funny. I
good
really
stuff.
respect your work.
Yeah, it's mostly just people being like legs. There they are
Yeah,
again. Wow, Eric did
nice.
legs again. Wow, big surprise. But what can you do?
Here's
Um,
what I'm just a little worried where we are right now in the classic heightening of your character work. Like that's a very tiny speedo. Where do you have left to go?
really, I just have to. The next step is to do what you did 10 years ago and show peen, show hole and bowl. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. You've
Also,
you've
I'm
sh-
copywriting hole and bowl. I don't know if I've ever heard someone say that, and I'm writing it
copywriting.
down right now. Show hole and bowl. All right.
Really good. Let's see. Oh yes, you know what you really missed last week? While we're sort of talking about everything at once, is Kathy L came on and did like a banger piece.
The ER, the every like
So
ER.
good.
Yeah, Kathy
Yes.
took my workshop, but that piece was already done. Like that piece came in and it was like, okay, great. What do you want from me? You just want some jokes?
Really, it
It
was
was
like
really, it was in
completed.
very, very, very good shape. Kathy's great. Kathy has a couple
Yes.
other bangers, and Kathy, if you're listening right now, you're not listening because I think that you work or something like that on these days. But
Yes.
bring in some more pieces. Kathy had another one that's really, really good. I don't know if they talked about it on the stream or not, but they brought into the workshop a boom mic operator
Oh no.
during one of those like Netflix cold case things where they're like trying to figure out the murderer, but the boom mic operator is obviously the one that did the murder
Oh,
and is
that's so funny.
trying to be cool like on set, and it's very funny.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really,
great.
really good.
Very fun. But so it was a fun stream last week. We had
Yes,
full boat. We had Rowena was
Rowena.
hanging with us. Yep.
Rowena was vibing. I love Rowena. Rowena is the best. Very
Yes.
good hang in general. Very good.
Yes.
Doesn't like oysters though. So Rowena, if you're watching this, grow up.
Yeah. Grow up. Eat
Figure it
those
out.
raw gutter seafood rocks, like we say, like we demand. Uh,
Jorge in the private chat says also hate oysters. What the hell?
Really?
I
I
also
mean, to be
hated
fair,
oysters.
they are ostensibly gross unless you're like really chasing some like gourmand shit. I
Well,
love them.
it's like I'm not drinking alcohol right now, so I'm drinking NA beers, and I'm also not uh, guzzling cum, so I'm gonna have oysters every once in a while. You know what I mean?
What? What is your
I'm
diet?
off the I'm off the I'm off the hole and bowl for a little
Yeah,
bit, so I'm gonna have
nice.
oysters instead.
Good. Really sliding that term right into regular conversation.
I'm trying to next
He,
week. I'm gonna have a T-shirt that says "Hole and Bowl" instead of this T-shirt, folks. It's merch. Look at
yes.
this. You can buy this shit on our Redbubble. This is called Puppet Parade, and it's a hoodie, and it is my face 6 times and my face a seventh time.
A seventh
See this
time.
thing? Doesn't
All
this look?
equally important.
Yeah,
It's a great hoodie. I gotta grab one of those.
isn't it comfy and beautiful? It's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
I love it. You can get it in like other colors too.
You can
Uh,
get it in other colors, and you can literally. Here's the thing about Redbubble: you can get it on anything. They will put
yeah.
that shit on a lampshade if you want it. It does
Yes.
not matter. They will throw it on it.
Uh, we got a full parade of our own puppets here in the crowd. Laura Atkinson finally catching you guys living dead. Yes, thank you for being here. Oyster Sandy, our Sandy Snot. Oyster Hater Solidarity. It's an ocean loogie. Damn, the oyster hate is strong.
A lot of not cool oyster haters here. Also, folks on the inside will notice that my Discord just made a notification because someone named Sergeant Sloth 11 just joined our Discord, and that's a great way for us to transition into that little promo. You can join our Discord. We are,
Yeah.
I want to say, less than 10 people away from becoming 700 strong in the Discord.
That's a hang. Well, and
That,
Jorge was just saying, like, it's popping off in there. People are chatting.
yeah, it's good. People are talking about everything. There's a Garfield chat. There's a mac and cheese chat that I don't
That's
touch.
not our front tip of the spear.
A lot of people like
What are you
Garfield.
leading with?
A lot of people like Garfield.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, you can check out the Discord. We post a lot of like secret like BTS stuff there as well. You get a little bit of that extra content. It's very nice.
Yeah. Speaking of extra content, we have one very special character that's coming out tonight, but then we're also going to show some videos from this sort of our quarterly check-in on
Yeah.
some older hang stuff. So please, if you have any specific questions you want to ask or topics you want to propose, we definitely have a couple, but we want to hear from you guys. Caitlin L, perhaps a rival to Kathy L, is dropping in. Never had oysters, but I love mussels. How similar are they?
Mussels are worse than similar.
Well,
than
you don't really
oysters.
eat raw mussels, I don't think, very much.
No, you can have raw clams, and raw clams are okay. I think clams are the gutter version of oysters. You guys are all talking about how oysters are like nasty little sea snot, but I think clams are that. I think
Interesting.
oysters are slight. I don't know. The idea of a raw clam to me, I'm like, ooh. I was not convinced when it was on a menu in front of me, and I was like, I still don't think you're allowed to do that. I think this has to be
You
cooked.
challenged the chef. I mean, it's all the same. To draw a line between any of them feels a little. They're all the same, like rocks with goo in them.
Yes.
It's just really oysters were like, hey, someone back in the day was like, you know what? They're really good to make you want to have sex, and so everyone was like, let's make those for rich people.
That was the beginning of the end. Of the end. It's protein. Yeah. So today, like we were going to say, is we're doing a little bit of a. We're going to see a very special character. We're also going to do a little bit of a decompression from our show last Friday. Take you through what that whole thing looked like. We're going to answer any questions you have in chat. We're going to look at some fun vids from the YouTube page. I think we might be able to queue up a couple clips from our Patreon.
We have perhaps little sneak previews on the sly Patreon vid to show you some of here tonight. So stick around; it's going to be very fun. We also have a show coming up at the end of this month that we should talk.
Yes, that we should talk about, and we'll talk about that more. But mark your calendars for Halloween night, October 31st. If you don't have plans, come. If you do have plans, it's only an hour, and then we get to go party. Then we get let loose on the streets of almost Alphabet City, which is where I want to go afterwards. I want to take that
run loose.
Yeah, I want to take that. I want to run. I'm going to run, kicking and screaming, 14 blocks straight down and get into Avenue A, B, and C, and really have some fun out
there. Why do you want to go?
Because I think that's a really fun area.
I love it down there. When the UCB East was down there, that's where.
Yes, and so that's where I don't know. Where do you think is a good Manhattan Halloween hang?
Make a neighborhood to run wild in? I mean, yeah, of course. Anywhere down there. East Village,
I think East Village is good. Yeah. So I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Gosh, what's next, Justin?
Well, right now it's just the seafood debate rages on. Carly, I could fuck with scallops. All right. Look, everyone has their line.
Scallops are
Everyone
good.
has
Bay scallops, not very good. What are bay scallops? That's basically boba. That's savory boba.
no, yeah. Bay scallops are like junior. They're training wheels.
Yeah.
They're like spit wads that taste like the bottom of a shell.
Mm. Village is probably going to be crowded with the parade and all. You mean the puppet parade on Halloween
No, he's
night?
talking about the Halloween parade, which is also in madness. So it's
I've
going to be
never
a
been to
wild.
that. I've never even heard of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
there's
look
a
it up.
there's a parade on Halloween.
Yes, it's massive and fun, and the costumes are unbelievable. People put their whole. It's like the Mermaid Parade, but Halloween and a
Where is
spookier
it?
crowd.
It's in East Village.
I think it's down through the West Village.
Is Eric even a New Yorker?
Wow.
No. I don't. I there are a couple things that I've not seen yet in New York, and now I've been here for I'm in my 11th year, getting to my 12th year of being in the city, and it's like Eric, come on,
Yeah. You haven't
Statue
gone
of
to like
Liberty.
Central Park
Never
or
seen
like
Central Park. Never been on the subway.
you know
I've never
that's
had a bagel. I don't like those. That freaks me out.
seems weird. Savory donuts, yuck. Donuts are so
No,
good.
no thanks.
Where's the
Um,
frosting?
but legitimately, I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. Besides what I've seen from Sonny's bar in Dumbo or whatever. That's all
Close
I've seen
enough.
from there. Yeah, you think so? I don't need to take the ferry over.
No, Lululemon. Have you tried the pizza? No, you're a big Connecticut pizza guy, right?
I really like the pizza there's this tiny little town in Connecticut, and they make it really, really well.
Yeah,
It's basically
clam
like
pizza.
it's good.
Ironically,
Oh, good, good, good. Um, Another thing I haven't seen that I'm trying to cross off my bucket list actually on Friday, if we can get there, is the Bronx Zoo. 'Cause
very
that's the
cool zoo.
best. We've been to. That's the last zoo to complete our whatever that the Marvel Universe ring of power is.
The Infinity Gauntlet
Yeah, Infinity.
of
Yeah,
zoos.
yeah.
Wow, I like the way you structure things.
Prospect Park Zoo. Not much going on there, but it costs like $8 or something like that. Central
Yeah,
Park Zoo, pretty good. The sea lions are maniacs.
yeah,
Coney Island Aquarium
nice.
sucks.
Sort of
Sucks.
like the soul stone of
Yeah.
zoos, but sure. But yeah, I'm with you.
And then uh
Queen's
uh
Farm,
no, I was gonna say the Barclay Center. That's a zoo
nice,
sometimes. And then the Bronx Zoo.
really nice.
The
There are
Target outside of the
technically
Barclay.
there are 6 Infinity Stones, but that's okay.
Yeah. What farm did
Isn't
you say?
the Queen's Farm? That's a cool thing to burrow
I've never
activity.
heard
They
of
have
that.
it's great. There's a corn maze. They have some animals. Perfect. Now's the exact time to be going there.
Really?
Um, is an aquarium a zoo? Yes, and air is the cage because they can't get out of there.
I would say an aquarium is definitely a zoo. What is the
Yeah.
parameters for what a zoo is? An
Uh,
enclosure that you keep animals in? I guess a backyard could be a zoo in that case.
Great call, dude. That's the kind of I think this Zoo Gauntlet is really working for
This
you.
is a real mask
This
hat.
rectangle's a zoo in a lot of ways because the animals are in here.
Prison bars. That's what makes it a zoo. Good call. Oh, then I pass by the zoo all the time. Where what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. Isn't she? Well,
Wait, you're visiting her?
no, but we go past her every time we drive by the
Oh,
Vespa to get home from work.
oh.
Isn't she at the zoo that is Ghislaine? Isn't that her name?
I don't think it's pronounced that way.
How do you say?
That's the street she grew up on, is Ghislaine. But I don't think that's not the traditional French way of saying her name. But I think
Is it Ghislaine?
uh, I believe it's like you sort of soft. It's like a hard G and a soft
Is
S.
like
Yes,
Ghislaine?
yeah, like Ghislaine, like it's
Yeah. Whatever. Ghislaine. Welcome to
uh
America. It's Ghislaine.
yeah. Well, I think that's he set her on a pathway toward becoming a monster.
Are the dead animals and trash bags a zoo? No, but huge news, folks. My partner is next week going to Vermont to pick up her sister's lizard. And so very soon We will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish, 3 rats, and 1 bearded dragon.
What? You're a zoo. You're in a zoo.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
It's funny. This conversation make me think. Like the zoos back in the day literally had bars. Like they would get a beautiful gorilla, and they would be like bars. That was the only way back then to keep things, I guess.
So to be honest with you, when we were in Japan, I think it was in Tokyo. That was the zoo that we went to. You were like 8 inches away from the animals because they were behind bars still. These animals were in jail, dude.
Give me that ice cream cone.
It was unreal. It was unreal. You could get, but they also like, I don't know. I didn't like that zoo. They had everything structured in a way where it looked nice, and then you were like, oh, that giraffe can walk like 3 feet in any direction. That's it. But at first you're like, oh my god, I'm so close to this giraffe, and it's because it can't go anywhere. It was weird.
Yeah, no, I mean zoos are a half bummer anywhere you see them, no matter what they look like. Periwinkle Pipsqueak has just dropped in to say, "Whoa, it's the ass wizard."
How'd you know?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know. You don't know.
How could you immediately tell that it was the ass wizard?
Eric and the ass wizard have never been seen in the same place at the same time.
That guy could be anyone.
Yeah, it's a real Bruce Wayne Batman situation.
Also hilarious to be recognized as "Whoa, it's the ass wizard," considering YouTube has. First off, let me say thank you first of all, YouTube, for not
Bowl and hole over here.
Yeah, bowl and hole, dude. Let me say thank you, YouTube, for not just nuking our entire careers because of that video, and instead they just put it so deeply into the recesses of YouTube it gets like 1 view every 2 months. It's impossible to find that video unless you're specifically looking for it.
Yeah, well, I think that's a beautiful, like finding Yoda in the Dagobah system. You really have to know where you're going.
Here's something interesting. Somebody commented today on a video that I made private like 6 months ago.
How does that work?
I don't know, but it's the one that has porn. It's the one that has literal pornography pictures. And I made that private, and someone commented on it
and said, "Hey, cool, I'm trapped in here.
Yeah.
Help me. Let me out,
dude.
Please, I'm in here with all this pornography." Carly genuinely thought Eric was about to say, "Good news, my rat died, so now we can use the dead animal bags." I thought the exact same thing.
No, they're fine. We just got them medicine. In fact, we're really trying with these guys.
Is medicine for rats garbage? Just regular garbage?
One of them was a little bit wheezy, and we were like,
"Uh-oh, is anybody else here?" Last time you were on the stream, I remember being like, "Eric, I can't hear you. There's so much rat wheezing going on."
You joke, but it is the saddest thing in the world to walk past the cage and you hear like, you're like, oh man, dude.
That's sad. In related news, 2 days ago I was in my kitchen being like, "What's that noise? There's a bird somewhere." And come to find out, a mouse had someone, like when they were renovating our house 10 years ago, had put a glue trap underneath the cabinet, and a mouse had finally gotten caught on it, and so I had to pull it out and like kill it. It was so sad.
Oh, that's horrible. And you did it in a very humane way, right?
Yeah, I'll talk about it in the porno video private chat.
You built a little paper airplane and put it on top and just like.
Yeah, just go be free. I put on a little motorcycle and he went off as Ralph S. Mouse.
Little. Oh, is it Ralph S. Mouse? Not Stuart
Is
Little.
it the mouse in the motorcycle? His name's Ralph?
I don't know. Did it get stuck to your shoe when you stepped on it? Raisin, come on. Come on.
Wow, that's not cool. No,
there might be mice in this.
I used a heavy cookbook.
Periwinkle. I looked for it today after the Booty Call of Duty vid. Sue me. Both are great.
Look at that. People, that's here. Gateway drug. They're seeing your milky white upper calves, lower ass.
It's true.
And they're chasing the hole.
Oh, they want it. They want that bowl and hole, dude. Let's, I love that phrase. I really, really like it. Unfortunately, this is going to become a regular thing.
Doesn't quite make sense, but I think that's why it's good.
I would say, what do you think I mean when I'm saying bowl and hole? showing the
I
bowling.
think you mean. I mean, I can't believe I'm describing this, but I think you mean the penis head that has a hole in it is like a bowl. It's like
Yes,
a bowl with a
that's
hole in it.
exactly what I mean. So what's
Yeah.
confusing? You're
It's just
getting
when you hear it, you're like, "What do you mean?" Like that. The entire thing is confusing. I guess is what I'm saying.
like, why would you say that? But speaking of search terms, I think I wanted to bring up. I posted something today in the YouTube
Yes.
post section that's getting a good bit of traction and some unbelievality. Some people don't believe me that this is true. Jorge, would you be able to go to our YouTube page and go over to posts and bring up the post that I just made? It is. I was looking through the demographics.
Well, I love you. You're always in the numbers. You're always
I am always
crunching.
like, it's unbelievable how good it is for me that YouTube just gives me a bunch of numbers to just look at all day.
That's so funny. It's like Moneyball for like comedy videos about falling on
Yes,
your face and bowling.
Moneyball for 8,000 view videos. So this is our most searched our lifetime most searched terms that lead people to eventually click on a character's welcome video. And that is in order from 1 to 6. I instead of going 1 to 5, I want 1 to 6 because 6 is so funny considering
Yes.
what 1 is. Tits number 1, Brennan Lee Mulligan number 2, characters welcome,
Shouts.
number 3,
Great to be there.
birth number
That's good
4.
for the real heads. For
Yeah.
the real heads out there.
Me number 5, and then singular tit number 6.
I mean, I got to think 1 and 6 are basically universal search terms
Yes.
on not just the internet, but not just YouTube, but also the internet.
Oh yeah. Can we leave that up though? Actually, Jorge, I wanted to go through some of the comments. Some of the comments are really good on that.
I think he was looking at it in the Discord, so it won't have the comments.
Oh, sorry.
It was what I saw, but it is funny to.
Wow, there's 70
Oh
comments.
no, there is.
Can you sort by? See if there's a sort by. Oh, it is already sorted by best. Let's keep it on top. Now, what you've all been waiting for: Brennan Lee Mulligan rolling with big naturals.
I mean, this is how you do analytics.
I like this one. I feel special that this channel introduced me to Brennan Lee Mulligan. Somebody found Brennan Lee Mulligan for the first time from us, not from Dropout, which is actually incredible. That's a real white whale situation.
That's crazy. What a trail of breadcrumbs he's left.
I like this one. I'm shocked President isn't up there given the incident.
Yeah.
That, of course, is the Graham Beckler incident of a year and 3 months ago.
That is what we call the incident, as a matter of fact. It's so. What do you think? I guess tits is general, and then tit is because of the Sarah character.
I don't think it's because of the Sarah character. I think somebody just
land there because you're searching that.
That's what I think. All of those are basically tits and tit and birth. You're not looking for a character's welcome video. You're just looking for some more information. Of course, Eric makes this. Have you seen the GAMS? That's what I'm talking about. Have you seen the GAMS? Not have you seen the talent on that man?
Hey man, I think you identified your talent.
Somebody said I randomly came across recommended, but I used the search term character welcome combined with first vibrator to rewatch one of my faves. That's Sam Nugent's video that Sam just got on the UCB House Betty team, which is amazing. Yeah. So we'll hopefully very soon have a lot more videos from Sam, which rocks. This has to be fake because I refuse to believe the comedic time, and that's what I'm saying. But it's true.
The Carly birth confused me. What character is coming up? It's the character Eve gives birth.
Yes,
which has been on there for 6 years now. Something
been on there for a long time. It's by Corinne Wells. YouTube disabled the comments, not me, because I'm sure some real godly people decided to be very ungodly in the comments.
Yeah, that in that video is the
thumbnail is probably the best.
Thumbnail is crazy.
It's the greatest thumbnail that's ever existed on YouTube, and that's a large reason why it has so many videos.
Yeah. Periwinkle, every rom-com dad's new fiancé was also especially special to me. You Must Be Child is something I've been quoting regularly since I first viewed that video months ago. Michelle Chan Bennett's piece, which is very funny.
Joshua says, Eric, when are we getting the next crazy giant puppet suit? Well,
funny?
I'm actually working on a little something for our Halloween show, but I'm not really sure how the videos are going to exist there. They might exist individually, and they might exist just in terms of we might put the whole entire like hour and 10-minute show up. So you might get it there.
And for those of you that don't know, what we're doing is like a fully immersive experience for that show. So it's going
Yes.
to be definitely an experiential thing. That's why attending is important. But the
Yeah.
video, we're gonna capture it with multiple cameras so that we can make something representative of being in an immersive characters welcome environment.
Yes, but yeah. So if you're on the fence about it, um, you're going to get to the theater and you're going to be shuffled to an area and be given some instructions, and then you're going to kind of be let loose in the space where it is your job to find the characters. And there's going to be a lot of them, and you will not be able to see every performance, which I think rocks. So everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different with how they navigate the space and what they see and what they don't see. And some people might be pulled out for a very intimate character performance. So it's going to really, really rock. So that's why I'm saying, like, the pieces are also going to be really short and sharp because you're moving through the space. So I might have a big puppet piece for that, but it might, I don't even know if it's going to work in terms of like a little chunk of a video, but it'll definitely be a part of this larger, the whole show, which is cool.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and I have a feeling we're going to get we're just talking tech wise about how to capture it effectively, and I think we're going to do a good bit of work there. Raisin Delta.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Raisin Delta nails the tit versus tits debate. I think tit is Sarah and tits is Chrissy Shackelford from the Brawl Burnings piece.
Right.
Spot on.
Right. And then Jet B says this sounds like a Characters Welcome haunted house. It is, in fact, where again, not trying to give too much away, but we're modeling it on a haunted gallery meets the lowest lift Sleep No More situation that we could. So if either of those phrases kind of piques your interest, then get on out there.
Yeah.
Josh says, "Oh, it just showed up. I didn't know this context of the convo. That's awesome. I can see how a big puppet could be a bit difficult. The puppet thing's difficult, but I'm more saying it's just difficult. Like, I do have a puppet thing coming up, but I'm not sure how the video will turn out. Versus if you come see the show live, you will be able to fully
get up inside it.
Puppet, yeah exactly.
Talking Peyton, dumb, goofy eye holes.
That's us. I didn't realize Bully Before Kicking Your Ass was you until just now. Hell of a gag. Thanks so much. Although, Justin, you kind of have pulled the trophy from me on Pratfalls. If anyone didn't see Justin's video from Friday, maybe we could pull that little clip up. Or hey, do you mind if we go over to the YouTube page and check out Justin's AI slop video?
That is what we're calling it. Slop. I sort of walked backwards into the idea that I was hitting slop twice on that one.
Well, you did something very sloppy, indeed.
Yeah, I am slop.
Crystal
One, good Lord, I finally caught the live shouts.
That's right. Justin's somersault, right? Are you there, Jorge? It's me, Eric.
He's doing the work. Jorge also has a lot. He's got a lot going on right now.
Oh yeah, busy boy. Let's try a minute 30 into the bad boy. I bet. Ooh, I'm close, I think.
Yeah. About square pants pornography, serial killer autopsies, and totally sick trick shot videos.
I love that.
That's why I look like the most fuckable try guy. But I act like the least fuckable Menendez brother. You know which one I mean, the one on the left. And of course, my favorite videos are the ones where Dr. Pimple Popper sucks out the pimple with his mouth. This guy knows what I'm talking about. He Googles that a lot. Cup. Cottage cheese cup. Dr. Pimple cup. Now watch me do a cartwheel.
God. You get up.
Perfect.
All right, that's good. You get up a little slow there, brother, and you're a little red.
I landed
You're
very
a little
hard.
That angle, I had that from a couple angles, and I was like, "This is the best angle for sure." It's
I love doing pratfalls, and that one I had to work on because it looks really good when you don't put your arms up.
Yeah,
but it really hurts.
I'm not sure. Did you just give yourself this or what?
I literally was like, watch me do a cartwheel, and then like didn't put them up until like right before I landed.
Woof.
So it's a high risk of breaking your arm, but a great risk of nailing a believable.
It was also really
faceplate.
funny. If you watch the video again, you can see in the previous like sentence, you look down for like a millisecond just to be like, I'm clear, right?
Yes, exactly. It was exactly what I was doing, and it was more like, oh right, time to do this.
Oh yeah.
It's also a bit of an impact on your brain when you're talking to an audience.
Well, the mustard was too. You completely you went vacant for a second at the end. You're just kind of like,
Yeah, let it erase.
I got 2 notifications here of new member Lulu Lemming. Are you seeing that, Justin?
I do, yeah. Lulu coming in hot.
Lulu, did you just grab a little membership? Thank you so much.
Shouts to Lulu. Did you join twice, Lulu? We'll take you twice.
Question. Yeah,
we'll take you twice.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining up. There's so much exclusive little content there, or if you don't even care about the content, you just want to support us, that's a great way to do that. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. You need a spectrogram. Oh yeah.
Carly with a very early roast that's still strong and true.
Funny.
I mean, that show, that clickbait, I feel like that's going to enter the heavy rotation in our themes for the live show because it's so good. I was very proud/happy with my piece. Felt great to crush.
Yes.
Your piece was the same. Like a lot of people really nailed it. Yeah.
I think that it and there was no danger of the pieces feeling similar to one another or anything. Everyone took the idea of it and just went in a wild direction, and it was a very fun, good show. It was great. Cristal, I could see the fall. Also loved it. Also loved it.
Also loved it. Well, speaking of show, we do have a character we need to bring out. Should we?
Folks, you came here for a freaking character show, didn't you? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm very excited for our very special guest character. Let's make sure that they're ready. I'm just going to check. I'm just going to peep into the private chat real quick.
I think the name is right there above, right?
Yes, it is. And I'm excited to introduce them. Folks, to start a theater, a most holy space of jokes and laughs, a place where we pray to the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost of clown prayers. It's a sacred thing. And I'm very excited to welcome out our next character. Please welcome to the stage the owner of a theater during Pride. Yeah. Woo!
Hey everybody, and happy Pride. It's me, the owner of this theater who you've never seen before. Turns out sitting at home and sending passive-aggressive emails about complying with whatever new trash law the city made up is kind of more my speed. But it's June, my favorite time of the year because it's Pride Month. It's the time we push all of the shows that I like away and do all the shows that you want to do. AKA the ones that sell out and keep my theater alive for another year. Yeah, I know. It really sucks that we're going to have to bump Glenn Ross, the Creed experience from the roster. We're also going to have to push the Comedy Central roast of Joe Rogan, 2 white men in their 50s do 2prov. Those are 2 separate shows. And Jesus Christ are the Creed experience, which I was very excited for. Now, look, I am seeing a lot of joy and excitement and just like a general sense of happiness from all of you right now, and that is confusing to me. Where was this last month during our run of Wicked but White? Or the month before that? Or the month before that when we did Oops, all improv? I'm really trying, and I just don't get it. Anyway, there's a ton of new shows this month. Let's just get right into the calendar.
Yes.
First up, we've got Jeopardy but Gay, hosted by Alex Trainwreck. Oh, you know what? Actually, I get that. I get it. That's pretty clever. Next up, we've got Slay the Gay Away.
Oh, what?
I'm thinking is maybe just like a D&D reenactment. I hear those are really popular right now. Living with a Tarjay on my back. Again, I'm going with the flow here, guys. Lots of claps here for my big gay Italian wed dong. Those two look very, very happy and easily 12 years apart. Next up, we have So You Think You Can Prance, which I want to say is problematic. Soon after that, a double bill, if you will, Thick Ropes and Other Things I Learned in the Deep South.
Wow.
Which is, Beyblade, How Beyblade Sexually Awakened Me. So now seems like a really great moment to let you all know that I truthfully was in an anime club in high school, and I bring that up for no reason. After that, we've got Thunderstruck, How I Became a Power Bottom. Question for the room, what's a power bottom? I'm a power bottom. Okay. Moving right along, we've got Actually, I'm not going to say that one, and I'm just going to let you read it in your heads. And finally, we have Wicked, but gayer.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that one is going to have to bump the taping of Mike Birbiglia's 700th stand-up special. Okay, well, real quick, every single one of those sold out immediately, which, yeah, is great. But if only the community was as strong and excited about coming to our other shows, like Improv with my friends from work. Also, I work at BlackRock. Like I said, I don't get it, but I'm trying. Whatever sells, Anyway, if there aren't any other questions, we can really just call it here. And Chester, Dill, you guys have something on your mind? You want to put on a straight Pride festival? Roseanne and the Bars will be there? No. I can't. We can't afford to. Plus, we already put together the calendar. It would just be, you already have merch?
Yeah.
We're going to be so fucking rich.
Hooray, yeah!
Hooray. The best tech and performer in the biz.
Wow. Also, calling us out like that, very, very good. For folks who don't know, Chester and Dill were characters Justin and I played in a duo character that will probably never see the light of day.
Not coming out.
You don't think so?
I think that was us being, I don't know. We had no other option but to do something.
You did have one other option from Sarah, and it was maybe you just don't say anything.
Yeah. Just silently stand.
Man. I could talk about that forever.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
That piece was great, Jorge. So funny.
Very funny. The Understruck is the pronunciation alone is very good.
Lots of subtle little if you know references in there, which is really, really good.
Just little sprinkles in there.
I love that. Who would imagine working for a theater that works for BlackRock, or that gets money from BlackRock or any of its subsidiaries?
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. Yeah, that piece is great. It's so funny, and it is amazing. I know when you were working on that, when we were talking about it, how those Pride shows, they do sell out. It's just like immediate sellout, everything.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of part of the process on this, which is so funny. It just rocks.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how the more ridiculous the better, and it sells out even faster. It really is like it really is the month that keeps the whole theater afloat.
The idea of a theater owner that has no idea why these shows sell out, and it's just like, okay.
Yes. The business is pointing in one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my favorite comment from it. Straight.
Yeah.
Bride.
Ellipses are doing great work there. Jet B, coming up with Pride Show names sounds genuinely so fun. It's true.
Give us some more.
Give us some more. This this piece I wrote in Eric's class, and it really was just it was the you have unseasoned French fries and like a smorgasbord of sauces, and the fries become a vehicle for the sauces, right? The sauces here were coming up with the names, and the French fries were really just, how do I tie this together?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great. That piece is so good. Here's one from Jet. Flash in the Pan, a drag cooking show.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
Very, very funny. That piece rocks, Jorge. We got to get you on the big stage sometime.
Would love. I don't think I'll pratfall, but I have dropped from the rafter for spell check.
Jorge show spell check, which I just watched the tape of. It's very fun.
Thank you.
The rafter.
Yeah, I got
the back wall.
I climbed the wall.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That is the next step.
That's the next step, is to get you literally to just descend.
Is to Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Wow. Really, just that physicality nailed the reference.
Buoy.
Buoy.
Funny. Great.
Just settling in?
Yeah, I'm just getting in here.
Is that tall, giant beer really settling in on you there?
Yeah, that big NA beer is really hitting me hard, dude.
Yeah. Wait, so that's NA beer?
It is NA beer.
And it's just, you just poured one into your cup?
No, I didn't, Justin. I was being made fun of for this right before the live stream started, everybody. NA beers don't taste great, but I wanted one that would fill my cup. Here's my issue with NA beers. They only come in 12-ounce cans, but the smallest receptacle for a beer is 16 ounces in many ways. You know, that's
a can. The can it comes in has a hole for drinking out of, a bowling hole.
No, it does not have a bowl and a hole. Don't mince my meat, okay? It's different. Oh, mint.
We have a show.
Good.
We got a show.
So anyway, I took 2 12-ounce cans and poured it into this 19-ounce cup.
Hold on, let me just do some quick math there. That sounds like there's 5 ounces left over.
And it went, and I poured it out for my homie. It went in the sink.
Who's your homie there you're pouring out for?
Me.
You're your own homie. You pouring out for yourself.
You love yourself, bro. You got to be your own homie sometimes, I think.
Yeah, it's really nice. So you poured half of one beer almost just straight down to the hidey hole.
Yes, and here's the reason why. Because I don't respect non-alcoholic beer. I would never do that for a real beer. I would drink my real beer because it's precious. Non-alcoholic beer, fuck you. You're here. You're just a stopgap. Okay, you're just here. You're just here as a I don't know what
flavor.
Yeah. It's just like you're here because there's this thing that I do all the time, and it looks like this, and sometimes I need this thing to be in my hand.
Yeah, every day I buy a bottle of NA tequila and just pour it straight down my toilet.
Much better.
Just exterminate all things.
I'll probably will drink a couple nights. I'll definitely be drinking Halloween night. I know that already, but I'm trying not to drink until my marathon, or cut it back to the marathon, because I'm trying to really lock in, and that is now it's in like 40 some days, but I'm like 10 or 11 days into not drinking, which would be about 2 months, which would be a nice long little stoppage.
That's great.
Marathon.
Now, where's the marathon?
Philadelphia, folks. You can
Philadelphia.
come and support me in Philadelphia. I'll give you guys the address to the Airbnb I'm staying at.
Oh, that's good. That's good for everybody.
Should I not do that?
Yeah, I mean, do you want them there before you get there or while you're sleeping? Are you trying to create a main sleepwatcher situation? Because you're very close.
Is that what we were talking about? Oh, God.
Yes.
That guy drinks non-alcoholic beer and likes it.
Exactly. You can touch the stuff with A in it.
What the fuck are you drinking, Jorge?
Fuck you. It's a protein shake.
Okay, wow.
How was your big day at the gym?
Hey, man. Fuck you.
That guy needs the extra protein to keep that hair shining.
He just
needs
a protein.
Look at the soul glowing in here.
Yeah, look at that. That hair hat doesn't. That needs extra stick to stay right where it needs to.
I did a self-tape today where during the self-tape I had to like turn my head and look at something behind me, and then I ran that shit back, and I was like, uh-oh. I did not like what I was seeing.
Really good.
Oh,
that's
boy.
great news. What was it for? Did you book?
Well, it was just the self-tape today. It's for GoPuff, whatever that is.
But a lot of times you just know, you know.
You know what? You're right. A lot of times you just know, and I probably didn't get it. I didn't get it. I'm just gonna say I didn't get it because I would have probably a 98% success rate on that by just saying I didn't get it. I would only be wrong 2 out of every 100 times. Marcy Lynn, hi! First time finally catching a live show on YouTube. And also, Marcy, Bye Bye Blackbird the musical.
That's good.
That's good. Jet had another good one up there too. Staten Island Furry, very good.
Staten Island Furry, that's
very good.
So good.
That's almost Portman Show level.
That is almost Portman Show level. That is really good. That's why I should have saved Booty Call of Duty for Portman Show.
Ooh.
Don't limit yourself. There's space for more. Yeah.
I think at the end of the video, they ask, "Do you know what clickbait means?"
Yes, I did that, and tell me what you think about this, folks. It's a little bit divided in the comments. Some people didn't like it. I feel like more people did like it, but at the end of my latest video, I kept the next minute and a half of footage that Jorge was able to. Thank you so much, Jorge. You crushed it. Capture of Justin and Michael just relentlessly fucking attacking me like a pack of fucking wild dogs.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched what we said yet, but it was an unprepared explosion of
and somebody in the comments even said, is the commentary after the pieces always this good? And I haven't commented back, but I wanted to say no.
Yeah.
But this one was, so it's being included for the first time in 12 years.
It is often, not everyone, obviously, but it's often fun and funny, and much of it is about sort of being there live in the room. But that especially was like Hartney and I going back and forth with just like solid, fresh take jokes off of Eric's piece. So
it's nice.
And then you pop in like the ghost of Christmas past.
Yes, it's so funny when you come out.
Yeah, it's nice because I was in the green room getting my shit off, and we got this. There's a huge television in the green room that is playing what is on the live stream, and so I could hear them just fucking digging in. I was like, I gotta go back.
I know. So I loved it. I love when you came back. What a great button on it. Very
so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, that show was just really just a good time. It will definitely be in our rotation. I think Portman Show we got to get that back. The last one we did was in April, but that was in LA. And that was, so that doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, we do have a show in November that will likely not be in their usual slot. So maybe that's a Portman Show. It's just pure speculating.
Just like a fun little one-off thing. We have 2 shows in November, I think, Justin. I think we're also doing the UCB Comedy Festival character show. I think. I'm not sure about that.
Let's go.
The New York Comedy Festival?
I think so. I think that from what I remember Michael saying, the New York Comedy Festival doesn't want the same show 2 years in a row. It wants new shows. And so we were not allowed to pitch Characters Welcome to them again. So Michael instead just pitched the UCB character show. And it's just Characters Welcome again, I think. So look out for that. Yeah.
There are a couple people in the comments really raising an issue that I think we need to get to the bottom
I don't see anything. What?
For a moment between jokes, wonder if the Speedo was stuffed, says Periwinkle Pipsqueak. Marcy Lynn, fresh to the live stream. You weren't the only one, Perry.
Really? You thought that I was stuffing? Let me say, I thought about it. I certainly thought about it.
Well, let me say, I think the Speedo had like a shape to it.
That was my penis.
No, it had a geometric. No. Wait. Are you saying your hole in bowl is like has some sharp angles to it?
No, but I like without getting too let me see if there's something I can use to show what happened.
Sure, yeah.
This is good.
So here I am. I'm standing. I'm putting the Speedo on, and then I put the Speedo on. I'm like, I don't like what I'm seeing. I pulled the Speedo back. I went like this, and then I put the Speedo back in, and then that is what we saw. Does that make sense?
What? No. What you did does not make sense.
Everything's being pulled upwards and outwards. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, yeah. What, you just yanked it?
No, I'm saying in that image right there, my dick is facing up.
I see. That's not the shell. I thought the shell in your explanation was the Speedo, when in fact it was your.
That's like I'll stop. I'm sorry. Yeah, you untucked? Yes.
Does it physics?
But it's not stuffed. That shit's not stuffed. Okay, that's all natural.
No, I think actually you didn't stuff the Speedo. You stuffed yourself with your dick.
There's a reason why they have people literally called fluffers who make $48,000 a year on set.
You've looked into that. You sort of like self-turduckened in a lot of ways. You turdickened.
I duck turded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I dick turded.
You dick turded. Wow, this is the kind of stuff that is the commentary I think we really need on these.
Well, I mean, you come here for the BTS and to kind of hear like what's going on in our brains, and this is what it is.
Stick around for minute 52 when Eric talks about where his dick was during his piece.
You guys asked, I think.
No, I'm not blaming you. Yes, Carly has it. Reverse Venmo. Baby, we're having to hear that. 100%. Lulu, I have the ick. You've crossed a line. Lulu is here for this kind of commentary usually, and you've gone too far.
What part was icky? What part was icky? Tell me.
The shell explanation of your dick moving.
I think that part is icky.
And let me also be clear that shot that's in there of that shot up and down like that, Jorge did that, and nobody asked for that.
No.
He's just capturing. Yes, the conch spines are biologically accurate, I believe.
Yeah, he's a duck.
Biblically accurate. They're like an angel.
He's got a starfish. Yeah, like a real angel. Yeah, he has a star there.
Oh my God,
that's looking right down the barrel of Eric's penis.
That's what you're looking at. Oh, and that's
me being raptured.
Oh boy. Let's folks, if you like what you're seeing, which I know you don't, but let's just say there's a
crazy time to ask that question.
Let's just say there's a world where you just logged on and didn't hear the last 3 minutes of this. We have a Venmo account that you can send us a little bit of cash to, and whatever you Venmo us, it's a little business account. So you switch over to the business side of Venmo, throw us $1, throw us $5. We will read live whatever you write there. It doesn't matter what it is. Do we have any donations in?
Yes, real quick, we have a 70 Venmo requests for $7 each.
Is that true?
No, that's not true. But that would be
that'd be pretty great.
Yeah. Lot of great comments here. I like Raisin Delta sort of is meeting you on the field of battle. Reminds me of how when you diaper a baby boy, you make sure the penis is pointed down so they don't pee up their clothes. And Eric did the opposite.
Whoa. Whoa. That's what that reminds you of?
It is what you just did.
Yeah,
that is that.
For the baby boy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna have dreams about that.
Yikes.
Yikes. All right, everybody take a shower. Everybody run your fucking face under cold water. And do we have
water?
Yeah, just to unhorny yourself.
Yeah.
Gold water.
Cold
Gold-
water.
Like a golden
Gold
shower almost.
Rose
Yeah.
gold water.
AuH2O.
Do we have any Venmos, Justin?
Nope.
Okay, great. The end. No problem.
I'm tracking it. I'm crunching the numbers over here. It's
And
pretty light.
what's happening? Oh boy. We did want to do one more thing before we kind of signed off here with you, and we wanted to give you guys all a little peek into our Patreon.
Yes.
Just a little peek. We want to give you a little nugget. The most recent video we watched, or excuse me, the most recent video we released was our second game night vid, and it was very, very fun. It was so fun that the guy that taped it, Joffrey, has multiple times brought up to me how much fun he had. Which is very, very nice. It was a good time. We played the game Wavelength. We had the OG crew in there, Michael, Sarah, Justin, and me. And it was a really good time. And I think we might be able to just like throw to a random part of that and play some clips. What do we think?
Yeah. What section?
I had to think of a good section to play.
Tell me where.
I don't know. I feel like you could just go to a random place and we'll pick up where we left off. But anyway, this was very, very fun. It was Straight's first gaze. So Justin and I doing our thing. Sarah was trying to game the system instead of trying to get inside of her partner's mind, which is the entire point of the game. She instead was like, if we just generally guess this, we'll get right. We'll get it right some of the time.
Hit it. Let's see where we go.
We're at.
That's not it.
That ain't it. That's you.
There it is.
That's me.
Yes. Fair enough.
If we lose super hard, I think that's going to be just as fun.
The category is short or long.
Oh, short to
Oh.
long. Short on the left side, long on the right side. Now
It
you
feels
do
a
your
little
left
more
side.
objective.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Short to
Well,
long.
that's just how the cards fall.
Yeah.
You know,
But I guess, yeah, it's like, what's the longest thing and what's the shortest thing?
because the
in your
longest
mind?
thing is very long,
And the shortest
thing's
thing could
very
be
short.
quite short.
Yes.
Real
I'm going
genius.
to say, interesting, long.
Wait, can we pause it?
I wonder if Justin's thinking.
Do you remember what you were thinking there? What made you have such an epiphany of going, oh, long?
Well, I'd never played this game before, and it really does make you think like, oh, I mean, you could do time, you could do like a snake.
Yeah,
You could do-
infinity would be the longest thing.
Yes. And it's so it's like I said, I never played. This game is very fun, and it makes you really think about how we talk to each other, and we talk to each other all the time.
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. All right, let's hear it. Let's see. I don't actually remember if we got points on this or not.
Thinking in terms
Jeff
of time
Goldbluming
or
right
distance
now.
of distance.
Yeah, who
'cause
knows?
that's
You did time?
interesting.
Oh,
Well, you
Don't-
could do time.
yeah, true.
Jeez.
Time's harder because other people have different theories on time. Like,
That's
Time
true.
famously a
Like, I
construct.
think movies are too long. Just
All
in general.
movies?
I think movies are too long. I personally
Divine
like
guy
that
over
TikTok
No.
things up.
Strong statement.
I like watching Tommy Boy from like 40, 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's the way that they intended it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to say I guess you probably can't just say numbers, can you?
No,
You can say anything.
No,
don't say if you're going to say like 14, that's not good.
that's not helpful.
Why? I think it would be.
No, give me a.
I think it would be as well.
Yeah, you're not.
All right.
You're going to do that? All right, do that.
What? Let
Do that.
Justin do whatever
You
Justin
can do
wants.
whatever you want.
Well, there's a number and a word.
There's negative numbers.
I'm going to say
Don't forget about
a 5'7", a man who's 5'7".
a man who is 5'7".
Oh,
I personally think
that's
that
nice.
is massive.
Pause.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, that's my joke. I think it's right. Chat, what do you think on a scale of 0 to 100? Where does a man who is 5'7" fit?
Yeah, just so like if you don't know the game, like see that little wheel right there. There's a range that is hidden, and I had to say a word that makes Eric turn the dial to land right in that range. So the range could be anywhere from the one end is short and the other end is long, and I need to make him nail where I saw that it has to be.
Yes. So Marcy says a man who's 5'7" is a 45 out of 100. So slightly less than the middle.
Very good.
Periwinkle, 40.
40.
Yeah. Yes. No, not 5.7. We're done talking about bowl and hole.
Lulu, what are you talking about?
Marcy says that's a good answer, 45. Schroekler, 39. So Schroekler, you're saying it's like getting even further over into the small.
Over to short.
Yes. 39, 40. 39, 40. Okay, so we're all generally saying less, like
Just
it'll be on the left side.
Slightly less. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And Eric was just talking about how he thinks 5'7" is massive.
Huge. Big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
All right, let's see.
A 5'7", a man who's 5'7".
A man who is 5'7".
Oh,
I personally think
that's
that
smart.
is massive.
Yeah.
That is the tallest guy I can think of. So I'm gonna just
Some sort of
we're gonna go,
giant
that's a
freak.
long man.
The longest man.
That's a long drink of water.
You would have to be an inch shorter than that to be normal, I would say. So that is
Who's watching this is what you're
a
saying.
5'7" man.
Yeah.
Is probably slightly shorter than long, maybe even a little
Good.
bit more shorter than long. Maybe even a little bit more shorter than long.
Well, I guess it depends though, because are we talking about from 0 inches to,
Well, like this is
There's a certain area of height where no one is.
This is like
There's not a lot of people who are.
Well, how
one.
tall was the
Okay, but
tallest
there's like
man that ever
7 foot
lived?
tall. This is like a 7 foot tall guy. This is like a 6'5" guy.
Yes.
6 foot tall is slightly above average.
Where are you, Eric?
5'7".
Just so people that-
I'm around. That's it. I made my decision. Oh, did we get a point?
I think that's a 2.
Oh! Can we zoom in on this?
Yes. It's touching yellow.
Oh, we're in.
Is it?
We're in.
Joffrey, can we
I
get
feel
it?
like
Alright.
Justin, you were being even generous to me. You thought 5'7" was pretty normal.
5'7" is, I believe, average height, which is why I
Douglas
said
says the dividing line for short is 5'9". So 5'7" is on the taller. The taller end of short is the copiest cope way to say
yeah.
I've ever heard.
on the taller end
I'm on
of
the
short.
tall end of short. Oh,
I mean, that's I'm like a little over 5'8", and I consider myself just at average. So like, that's
That's
where I
you.
was going with that.
I'm a 5'7" short king all day.
you're
There
5'7".
you go.
I'm of a height, I think.
Yeah.
I'm around there.
Yeah.
Chad,
Chad, how tall are you? yes,
Everyone's
let's
kind
get
of
into it.
starting to talk about it. Z-Core 5'10". 5'10" is a good height. That's a strong height.
Look it, there's a dream. Zcor, I'm lost.
It's a good height.
5'9" is the average U.S. male height. See, I think that's gone up in my lifetime.
It's gone up from
I think when I was like younger, I think the average height was 5'8", and I think now
because of the
it's ticked up.
GMOs.
Yeah, exactly.
RFK is
Sex
going to
foot.
fix that. RFK is going to make people short again.
Yeah.
It's true.
But yeah, anyway, we played that game for over an hour, and it is very fun. Because spoiler alert, Michael and Sarah get extremely frustrated, and that's
The
really
way
just
the game
fun.
plays out is very funny.
So it's good, and so that's just
yes.
one of our game nights. Yeah, go ahead.
Look at Michael's face here. You can he's already frustrated. You're 11 minutes into a 50-minute video.
This is really really good because I'm gooning to the camera. Michael's pissed off. Sarah is obsessed with the rules.
Sarah's
And
like, "What is
Justin-
this dial?"
Justin is sucking the negative energy out of everything and getting stronger from it.
Exactly. I love games.
What a tableau.
It is so
Oh.
much personality in one little freeze frame. Marcy, yeah, when I learned it was 5'8" as well. Yeah, I think it is a real thing. The Tylenol is making people taller. Wake up, America.
That's
Yes.
funny. Yeah, it's like a Renaissance painting. Yeah, it is. It is. It's like a beautiful little Renaissance painting.
Yes.
Schroekler says, I know a game you should try. We know Schroekler's Trivia Gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to take us down a peg to be true short kings.
Aggressive bleep or aggressive blep 6'8"?
6'8". Damn.
No way.
Holy
Are
shit!
you messaging this from the sideline of a NBA game?
You almost said NFL, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I feel like I have a one-word predictive brain for you now. I've spent that much time with you. I can predict one word ahead.
That's good. That's amazing.
It's actually sort of maddening. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna go crazy.
Only one word. Marcy 5'1". Wow. Small.
Oh, I
Well,
like 5'1",
1.25,
Nice.
yeah.
Once you're getting down into the 5'1s, that extra quarter is that
Huge.
shit's going in there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's precious. 5'1", 2'5".
I mean, of course, aggressive blep is tall. Aggressive blep is the most tall name you could have.
That's a tall person name. That's a tall
Yeah.
person name. 0.25. Wookie.
Wookie. Wookie.
Wookie, that's all there is to it.
What a great one word.
It's amazing. Yeah, if you guys have any games that you think we should play next, we played Ransom Notes first, and that was fun. We'll probably play Wavelength again because it rocks.
It was very fun. We might need to change up the teams, or maybe not. Maybe they're gonna want to
Maybe not. Maybe they want some
re-challenge.
redemption, dude.
Yeah.
Um,
But yes, that is fun, and we are. If you have any games, suggest soon because I think we're taping another one of those pretty soon.
yeah, we're gonna tape some more stuff pretty soon. We have a couple more of the characters welcome backs to
Yes,
drop.
we've got some good ones coming. There's gonna be one coming Friday.
I'm
It's
excited.
The next Patreon drop.
Is it Peter or Michelle?
I think it
Or
might
Elise.
be Elise.
Elise, fun, yeah. But those are all people that are in the docket. We're not gonna tell you which video it is, but Michelle Chan Bennett, Peter, and Elise are all have characters coming up.
Some of my favorite internet content is just Elise going to Japan by herself and getting freaked out by the deer. Did you guys see
Yeah.
this in real?
Yeah,
Why did she go?
moment.
Did she just go for fun?
She was having a women's what did she say? I can't remember what she kept calling it, like a women's discovery trip or something like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah.
A
What's
solo discovery trip.
Solo discovery trip.
I
It's
love
kind of
that.
solo. Solo if you count her being by herself, not solo if you count her posting like 600 Instagram stories a day.
Yeah.
I don't know
That-
how solo that is. Just me and my phone.
Yeah.
That's
Me and all
solo
cool.
enough.
Yeah.
Before we go, a couple quick Lululemon DND in character. That's funny.
We should do that. I know a couple good DMs, and it would be really fun to do like a one-off or a two-off thing. That would be fun.
I've done that, and it is fun. You have to have a DM that's willing to put up with you being an asshole the whole time.
Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Friend of the show, Hugh Hobbs, is a really good DM actually, and so that could be.
Oh,
fun.
really? That's cool. That would be fun.
Yeah.
And
D&D
then
with
Marcy,
characters, welcome
wait.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Play code names, but the picture version is so much more fun than the normal version.
Codenames is very fun.
Yeah,
Have you ever played Codenames, Justin?
I have. Yes.
Very fun. That is kind of involved though. There will be a lot less. Well, I guess you will talk because you'll like kind of talk your process through, like talk
Yeah.
your way through how you pick.
Don't worry. We're going to talk.
Yeah.
There's not a danger of us being like, wow, we just silently played that like machines the whole time.
Not a problem. Folks, thank you so much for being here. We got to show you a little bit about the Patreon. Those same videos that are on the Patreon are on the YouTube membership. So you could follow Lululemon tonight and you could join YouTube memberships and see I think there's a dozen exclusive vids on there. There's 15 plus hours of extra content there that's like mostly just us. That you can check out, or you can just support us by joining memberships or the Patreon. But you should join our Discord to come hang out with us, where there's some good stuff. Make a PowerPoint for each other to present. You have to present them and not.
That's really funny. You guys drink and make origami. Hell yeah.
Okay, now we're really talking. This is good. We should drink and we should do a sipping bitch, or what's it called?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I like it.
You like paint and talk trash and.
I mean, that's a funny idea. Just us, like, just do art. I mean, we're basically starting like a retired person's club. We're doing that.
We're like, please pay us to do these retired persons.
Why don't you guys play bocce ball in the park all day? Okay.
Oh, good idea. Why don't you guys just sit on a bench and talk about what you see? 1 hour fence Justin's dog. Yeah, good.
That's really, I mean, that's what our green room videos are basically that. If you've seen those on Patreon,
my God,
my dog is a main character in them. But you know, I grew up playing a lot of cards. Like you're talking euchre, you're talking pitch. Like that's fun to just sit there. I mean, honestly, we could sit down. What we should do is get a slightly larger group and just play like a legit round of poker.
Yes. That's
and
a
like
good idea.
real money and see who gets into a fight first.
Real money poker is a great idea. That's a great idea.
Eric, can you give me $50?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to. There's this, not to go off on too crazy of a tangent. I might have told this before, but Josh Nasser has this show called Trash King at UCB where everyone competes in these like little segments to do like the thing that he's going to like cringe the most at or think is like the trashiest thing or whatever. And I always thought if I get on that show, I would save money for a couple months once I found out I was on the show. And I would on stage buy $500 into an online social casino and do like $50 spins, and whatever it ends up with, we donate to some charity that really needs it.
This is stressing me out. I don't like it.
You know, you have to do 2 and possibly 3 bits, right?
But that's the thing. Then, if I saved a lot of money, if I get back for the second round, I'm like, we're doing $1,000. Everyone would be like, just give the money to charity.
Yeah,
it's
stop.
Like
I hate
guaranteed loss of money.
Yeah, Marcy says you saved it with donations. Yeah, that definitely softened the blow. Watching you gamble your money away is fun.
It's just the saddest. Yeah. Oh, man. Very fun. But anyway, this was really, really fun. I'm glad that we got to have this little quarterly decompression.
Yes, and a great character from Jorge. We'll be back next week with more characters from us and all of our friends.
Yes, but don't forget to buy tickets to our Halloween night show and then go party with us in East Village afterwards. It's going to be a hell of a time.
Let's all become East villains on that night.
Oh, good. Very good.
Yeah. Can I plug something for Halloween?
Hell yeah.
Yes. What do you got going on?
Hey, look, if you don't want to walk around after the show, you could stick around and watch me as Columbia in a Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast right there at UCB.
That's right. UCB is doing a Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast. Jorge is in it. It's going to be, that is 100% going to sell out, and it's going to be a fucking time and a half.
Yes,
so
it's going to be
have some fun with that.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Or go drink. That's exactly what I'm going to do as soon as we're done. I'm going to find wherever you guys are in my costume and just go from there.
You could do both.
Good luck.
You can one could do both.
I'm debating wearing Booty Call of Duty for my Halloween costume because
good.
I need the ROI on that is
you need to up that shit.
Is tough right now. Yeah,
that's your Trash King bit. Is you just buy props. I'm gonna just fall down face first around the city on Halloween night.
Oh, good idea. That's good.
So all my teeth are just loose.
You're gonna be a somersaulter. Marcy says, "Do you have a link to your next show?" Yes.
Give me 45 seconds.
Yes, we're live with our next show. We've already sold multiple tickets, if you can believe it. So folks will be there. Marcy, you should come in person if you can. We are working out the let me say it right now. So y'all probably no, because you'll get your money back if it doesn't work out. But we're working on the live stream capabilities of it.
Yes.
So you will get your money back if the live stream thing turns out to be a bust. But the best bet is to come to the live show because it's going to be so much fun.
That will definitely happen. John Trowbridge just saw this. I want to play poker sometime. Hell yeah.
Oh, yes. John Trowbridge also confirmed in the Halloween show. Just got the text from Michael, from the man himself. So
Yeah.
come see Trowbridge at the Halloween show. What this freaky guy comes up with.
Go see Trowbridge in every betting night. Trowbridge just made the new betting team.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. The character world is stronger than ever.
Yes. Marcel and I, before I took a class with Sarah 6 years ago. Awesome.
Oh, that's
Everyone out here. Justin going to make COVID 20. That's right. We need a sequel.
COVID 20 is so funny. All right, we got to get out of here. This was so much fun.
I'm desperately trying to find a link for the show.
Oh, let me find it.
I am sweating. Oh, there it is. The filter is broken on the website. That's a whole thing.
Oh, good.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the least of our tech concerns.
Sure.
I'm gonna post it before you, bitch.
This is a fun race. Oh,
You.
Boom. Done. There it is.
wow.
Yeah,
You
check
also
it out.
Crystal.
It's gonna be a good time. All right, we'll see you soon.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, Simone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.